Yes, welcome to the ninth business school with Financial Paul. Today's section is going to be a very, very awesome section. And then I'm trying to send link to some of us online so that we can join. If you have the link that I sent to you, I want us to do what to share it on our social platform so that people can join us. And the Nine Business School, we're going to be having uh, we're going to be having this section on a weekly basis every Friday, and then you don't want to miss out on this. So, thank you so much for joining. Some of us are already joining. I want to kind of see, share it to your audience on WhatsApp, on Facebook. Let us join, and then in case you're new here, I'm Financial Paul, Group CEO of Zenith Hill City Group, and then I use this platform to teach and train people on money, finance, investment. And today's section, we'll be talking a lot. Last week we talked about agribusiness, how you can make money from agribusiness, and today's section, we'll be talking about financial intelligence principles for 2026. Financial intelligence principles for 2026, and this section will be mind blowing. 2026 money making opportunity is starting right now. To determine how 2026 will be from the last quarter of 2025. And this is not just a sentence. This is something that is actually true. If you would see results in 2026, you have to, from the last quarter of 2025, begin to reason and think, okay, what do I want to do in 2026? How do I want to position my finance in 2026? How do I want to position my finance in 2026? And this is one of the things we want to talk about now. Okay, so I'm done posting on the social media. Now let's move. So firstly, let me talk about why a number of Nigerian or some of Nigerian youths constantly stay broke. Why a number of Nigerian, or why would people, let me not even limit it to people, Nigerian youth, why would people constantly stay broke in 2020, in 2026? Now, if you look at it from 2025, you discover that there are two ways you can go broke. Number one, you grow broke because you don't have financial intelligence. And number two, you grew broke, or you grow broke, you were broke rather. Don't mind me. You were broke because you invested most of your money and then you decide to go broke. There are people that I know in the investment space. They intentionally go broke. What do I say? They intentionally go broke because they want to be they want to always be active to closing sales. They always want to be on pressure because they want to make money. Okay, some of them feel like some of these strong investors or real estate investor. An example is Grant Cardone. He always want to see himself broke because it helps him to be on the run. And so for an individual like him, majority of his money is invested into real estate, and then a few is left in operations. But then he intentionally, maybe he has 100 million, intentionally invested, for instance, 95 million into real estate, or 99 million, leaving 1 million for basic operations, and then he's always at the edge of what can I do? What can I do? So one of the reasons why a number of Nigerian youths is constantly going to be broke is because number one, you have, or they have, one stream of income. And so in 2026, you want to look at your stream of income currently and say, okay, how do I create additional stream of income? for 2026. Look at your bank statement. In fact, after this today's section, maybe tomorrow, one of the things I want to I want to say is tomorrow or on Monday, go to the bank and print your account statement, or ask your account manager or account personnel to tell you how much did you make in terms of cash flow in 2020, 2025, 2024, 2023, 2022. If your inflow on a yearly basis is like this, maybe like this, goes up, come down. Maybe 2022 you made 1 million, 2023 you made 700,000, 2024 you made 600,000, 2025 it was no brainer. Then there is something that you are doing that is not right. But if your financial business growth or your inflow on a yearly basis is like this, then you are doing the right thing. Now I've made mention of one of the core reasons why a number of Nigerian youth or youth generally stay broke. Number one, not having several income sources. Even the Bible says, cast your net on many waters, because you never can tell which one when evil days come. You need to look at it in this way. Every business every year has what has its growth cycle. There was a time I was doing a particular investment or business, and then I foresaw that, okay, in the next 1 year something is going to happen with this line of business. There are some businesses that will grow depending on the economic situation, and there's some businesses that when you look at the future economic policy, you discover that, okay, this business, chances are that it's going to have one or two issues in so years, or in so time to come. Let me give you an instance. So I commenced with e-commerce business and importation business. I haven't done the importation business. I've been able, over some period of time, I've been able to see that, okay, in the next 3 months to 4 months or 1 year, I need to diversify my investment from e-commerce or importation to something else. So what am I trying to say? Sometimes the economic situation may shrink a particular business you are doing. It takes a lot for you to run a single business for 10 years, and you're constantly growing in that business. If you look at the world richest people now, they have several products that they put on the market. World richest people or richest company, they have several products that they put to the market. Take, for instance, these digital apps that we use. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, when he came up, he set up Facebook, and Facebook went viral. Facebook, a number of people invested or opened account with Facebook, and they were chatting online. Facebook did not just stop at Facebook. Facebook, through Facebook, bought other apps, purchased WhatsApp. Did you see that Facebook did not only wait on Facebook? Mark Zuckerberg did not only stay on Facebook. Facebook spread its tentacles, purchased WhatsApp, even offered Snapchat an amount to purchase Snapchat. Facebook went ahead to do what? To purchase Instagram. And that helps Facebook to remain relevant by integrating these apps together. Even Google, when Google came on board, Google was not the initial owner of YouTube. Google purchased YouTube. Now, one of the companies that made error in the area of diversifying is Yahoo. When Yahoo came out, Yahoo was the top in the era of .com business. The .com business, Yahoo, there was nothing like Google. In fact, Yahoo's valuation is more than 10x of Google. And then Google came up, the two founders came up, and then they were doing well. They had to pitch their products to Yahoo, saying Yahoo to purchase. Yahoo never purchased Google. Yahoo missed a lot of diversification opportunities. And why am I spreading into all these things? In order for you to still keep your finance on a growing stage over a period of 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whether as an individual or as a business, there is a need for diversification. There is a need for diversification, meaning while you are growing the business that you have currently, or you are growing the income source you are that is currently bringing you inflow, you are also looking at other income sources that can help you make money, because you never can tell economic situation that is going to face, or policies or political instabilities that is going to face a particular business line. And so you diversifying helps you spread your risk. So this is one of the things every youth should do in 2023, 2026 rather. What am I doing now? What other thing can I do that would help me spread my risk? What business am I doing now? Or what income source is creating money for me now? Don't be static on that. What other income source can I create in 2026? And I need to start now. So for us, let me give you in 5 minutes, let me break this down for you on what we did for my company. In 2024, we were only running Zenith UCT Limited, that is a real estate organization. And this is a real estate organization caters towards providing high yield investment opportunities at an affordable rate with future prospects, meaning we get properties at affordable rate that has future tendencies of increasing in value massively. And then we said, guess what? In 2025, we diversified into 5 to 4 different niches, which from that same, so when you're talking about diversification, it doesn't have to be so opposite of what you are doing. I'll give you an instance. So from the real estate business we are running, we diversified into agri and food business. We will still make use of the landed property. This different industry, but the same, can I say, factor of production. So it's landed property. Before it was just land sales. And now it's now okay, instead of you having those land, not doing anything, how does it make money for you? And then we started cultivation, and then we started farming, and then we started growing food crops, diversified into food. That is a different ball game. But you see, same factor of production, which is food, which is uh, land. The land was a factor of production for the real estate, and also a factor of production for the food company. Now diversifying into entertainment industry, which also help us spread PR of the company, in turn raising much more cash flow for the company. Now we diversified into creating a marketing hub, real estate marketing hub. You see, everything is still under, is still related to landed property and investment. So for you now, maybe before the end of the section, we're going to look at which area are you into, and how can you create different, how can you invest in several industries with the same, not far or different from what you are currently doing. So in order for you to um, avoid being broke, you have to spread your risk in 2020, in 2026, and look out for investments that you can do. So right now, Q4, your plan should be 2026. Of course, you are making plan to make more money in 2025, but much emphasis and strategy should be for 2026. And this is what big businesses do right now. They do they what would happen in 2026 is already sealed. Some big businesses already have 3 years, 5 years, 10 years plan. What they are currently running on now is what they have decided on a year or 2 years ago. And then the tactical and operations manager or management team are now implementing it. So as an individual, I think it's high time we started uh, becoming future forward when it comes to our finance. Now I'm going to be listing out what you need to do in order to prepare for uh, in order for you to prepare for 2020. If you're gaining value, I want you to type in the comment section, I am gaining value. And then how can you financially prepare for 2026? One of the things you need to do if you must make intentional money in 2026 is to have a financial target. It's very important that you do what you have a financial target for 2026. Very, 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 very important that you do what that you have a financial target for 2026. So uh so in 2024 we had a financial target. In 2024 we had a financial target and say, okay, this is the amount of money we want to make in 2025. And that's the same thing you should do for yourself. In 2026, you should have a financial target of what amount you want to make. You should do what you should have a financial target of the amount you want to make in 2026. Having a financial target of the amount you want to make is key. So 2026, I can say, okay, I want to make 1 billion naira as an instance. And then you begin to look at what vehicle can help you achieve that financial target. What vehicle can help you achieve the financial target you are looking out for? What investment vehicle can I invest in that will help me achieve this financial target that I want to get in 2026? And then the investment vehicle means what line of business can I venture into that will help me achieve this target? Because if you don't have this target, the truth is that you may accept any finances that come your way in 2026. So if you have a target of 1 billion or 2 billion naira as an instance, I'm calling billions, that's where my brain is at. uh, we need to start earning massive figures, billions. Do you get it? So um that could be your target. Depend on what your capacity can take. Now, after identifying what is my financial target in 2026, the next thing is to identify what vehicle of investment can I take to achieve this financial target. What investment vehicle will I be using to achieve this financial target? Now, you are the one that would determine this. What investment vehicle will I use to achieve this financial target? One of the investment vehicles you can use is real estate. I'm going to be mentioning some investment vehicles that can help you achieve this financial target easily in 2026. So if you are into real estate is one of the investment vehicles that can help you achieve your financial target. And one of the things I used to say, you don't need to invest millions in real estate for you to make money in millions in real estate. So take for instance, you pick real estate as an investment vehicle to close or make massive sales. You can decide to do what you can decide to play in the marketing, real estate marketing niche. If you have the money, you can decide to play in the buying and selling niche. But for some beginners, you can start from the marketing niche. Meaning, okay, I don't have money financial, but I want to make money through real estate. You begin to learn everything you need to learn as regards marketing real estate, land banking and land flipping marketing. So there are a number of companies that has products, and if you can sell, you can make money. And then you sell, you make money for commission. You earn commission if you close it. Let's say if you close sales of, take for instance, one let's say 10 million, you earn commission of 15% or 20%, depending on the companies that you can sell to. So if you close a sale of 10 million, 20 million, 100 million, 15 million, a number of people are really closing massive deals in real estate and then cashing out in commission. So this can be something that can help you make money in 2026. Another thing you can do in the real estate space, you can decide to do what? You can decide to um involve in land flipping, meaning you are trained understanding land flipping business and land banking business, understand location that you can buy and then you can sell. Everything all boils down to ability to buy and sell. So you can look at emerging cities all around Africa. It could be Lagos, it could be Accra, it could be Nairobi, it could be Asaba, Delta State, it could be Abuja. These locations are locations that are doing well. It could be Ogun State. These locations are locations that are doing well. You can buy landed property and do what and sell for what for profit. This is something that would really help you make, manage, and multiply money in 2026. And so you may want to consider the real estate investment vehicle. Another business that can help you make money in 2026. I've talked about you identifying the amount, setting a target of an amount you want to do, what you want to invest in, and then determining the vehicle. So a vehicle could be real estate vehicle. The second vehicle that you may want to look at for maybe digital and maybe agri business, maybe food business. Identifying the vehicle and discovering that, okay, I want to invest in food business. What kind of food business do you want to invest? Do you want to invest in animal husbandry? Or do you want to invest in crop plantation? These are some of the businesses that can help you make money. Now, another thing you can do in the agri business after identifying whether you want to do uh, animal husbandry or food or crop plantation, for me, for new entrants, I will advise you, if you are going into agriculture business in 2026, start with something that gives you fast return on investment. Now I see a lot of people investing in agri business and they are doing investments that can make them money in the next 4 years. How are you going to put your bill in the next 4 years, or picking a particular agri product that the return is in the next 4 years? There's a lot of sides to that. But then if you are looking at agri business as an investment vehicle for you to create generational wealth or to make money in 2026, look at the product or the food product that can easily bring you cash flow, because cash flow is king. Cash flow is king. So if you're looking at an investment vehicle of agricultural farm and the likes, look at products that can help you. You invest, you cultivate the ground, you cultivate, and then you earn cash flow. An example, you can go online and search for some of these product um that you can harvest fast. Some of them are vegetable products, some of them like pepper, tomato, maize, and a number of these products can give you cash flow in a short while. 3 months, some 6 weeks, some 4 weeks. And then for cassava, there is a species of 6 months and 9 months. So determine what's it called, the investment vehicle, which is, we're talking about agri business. We've talked about real estate. We're talking now about agri business. This is a niche that can help you make money in 2026. So you're going to determine which kind of product do I want to invest, and then do what, and then you want to start investing in that area. Now, another thing, you may not be the one to till the ground. Still talking about agriculture business, may not be the one to till the ground. There are reliable companies that offer investment opportunities that you can invest in and then gain cash flow. Some of them are 6 months, some of them is 1 year, because they want to make sure that they make the best of the investment. Some of them 6 months, some of them 1 year. These are investments relating to agri business that can help you make money. Now, other line of business I talked about, let me quickly recap. I talked about, for you to make money in 2026, you need to have a target, have a financial target, and then When you have a financial target, oh, I want to make 1 billion in 2025, the question you want to ask yourself is, what investment vehicle do I want to use to achieve this 1 billion? After identifying the investment vehicle, how many investment vehicles do I want to use to achieve this 1 billion? I've talked about that in 2026. You need to diversify your investment because we're currently living in a period that is uncertain, and then your diversification helps you spread your risk. Very important. So 2025, if you have been doing just real estate, you want to diversify into food, you want to diversify into tech related business. Does not mean you are fully involved, but diversification is key. So you can handle like 3 to 2 investment vehicles in 2025, 2026, and that starts now. If you are picking real estate or agri business or digital business, I'm still going to talk about digital business. What kind of, how do you want to play in this market? In the real estate space, I don't have money, but I can market. Okay, I have money, I want to do land banking and flip. Okay, I want to do rental income real estate. That depends on you. Now, the food business, okay, I want to do animal husbandry or I want to do food production. In the food production, I recommend products or crops that yield faster for cash flow. Do you get it? So you want to look at cultivating some of these crops that can help you earn money faster and sell. Cash flow is king. And then several other business or several other products that can help you make money in 2026. Another thing you may want to look out for is digital businesses. Now, these digital businesses can really help you generate money at the comfort of your home. And these digital businesses has various businesses you can do on digital business. You can focus on content creation. You see, I've posted there several months back. I've posted on digital businesses, but I will talk about digital businesses that can really help you make money. Now you can decide to, soon we'll begin to come up. We have a section every Tuesday and Thursday that talk about Nigerian business, economy, and policies, and then some of all these businesses and policies, news, and the impact to your finance to keep you updated. Why do I go into that? I went into that because of these digital businesses. There are digital businesses that you can do from the comfort of your home with your smartphone and to help you make money. As a Nigerian or every Nigerian in Nigeria, I will advise you to do or to have a digital business. So, number one, digital business can be in the area of content creation. There is always a starting point. 2026 content is going to go mad in 2026 because 2026 is going to have a lot of, you see, we are going towards the ending of 2025. So many news is coming up all around the globe. And let me tell you something. These companies that are producing mass information on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, they are making a lot of money. I'm going to share my screen on right now, showing you how much some of these uh, content platforms are making on a monthly basis. And guess what? If you take YouTube alone as a platform that can help you make money, you are in for a lot of money if you do the work right. Years back, we created a platform where we created a product whereby we will help you set up a YouTube channel that is monetized, and then we give you the login details, and then you become the owner of the platform, and then you attach your bank details so that when you start making money massively, they pay to your account. We did this for some of us, and they realized that some of the people we help create a social platform. We help run a YouTube channel, and after monetizing the channel, we gave them ownership. They still couldn't manage the channel. Do you get it? They were like, hey, financial poor, can you help us start posting content on that? I say, I can't be doing that. I have other things I'm doing. We have done the most important thing, which is to start a channel from the scratch and monetize it for you and give you the ownership access. Your duty now is to do what? Create content on it and continue making money. Some of those channels are making maybe $10 every month. But the more content you pick, you produce on that platform, the more money you make. And depending on the niche you want, some of them are business niche, some of them are health niche, some of them are food niche, some of them are sports niche. Let me quickly show you how much some people are making money in content creation. And some of these people are making this money from the comfort of their home, but they would have done a number of things. So let's go into, let me show you my screen. We're kind of going a little bit practical. And then just a second. Share screen. Okay, good. Now I'm going to show you, many of us knows Valuetainment. Valuetainment is an online platform. This man, I've watched this man several years. You know, he just has a platform like myself, like my platform, teaching business and investment. And then all of a sudden, he started talking about um, economic and finance and business news on a daily basis. He commenced a podcast called PBD Podcast. That is Patrick Bet David Podcast. Let me give you an instance here. Let me show you PBD Podcast. PBD Podcast. Now look at PBD Podcast. PBD Podcast talks about the economic news, business, what's going on around the globe. These people are making a lot of money on YouTube. Now, take for instance, look at the estimated earning on PBD podcasts. This earning year on PBD podcasts. Can you see it? Maybe I'm very, very sure we can see it. You can see what is here. This man is earning on a monthly basis 76,000 to $227,000 on a monthly basis. And this podcast, making money from podcast alone, and this podcast, 1 hour podcast. And do you know what it does on this 1 hour podcast? Talk about economic, finance, business, investment, invite experts, and then they talk about business and investment. Take a look at it. So this podcast, they invite people. Okay, just a second. They invite people, and then I want to try to remove this, hide this, so that you can see what I'm doing. They invite people, and then this podcast lasts for like an hour. And what does he do? He takes this podcast and breaks it down into 30 minutes. I mean 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and post in his other channel called Valuetainment. And Valuetainment earn close to 155,000 to $466,000 on a monthly basis. This is the estimated earnings. The last 7 days, he has amassed 12,000 views, and he has earned 100, and you'll be earning close to 155K to $466,000 on a monthly basis. Do you know what it means to earn such on a monthly basis, earning close to $455,000? Let's calculate his money for him. 455,000 equivalent of naira. What is the exchange rate? Let's just give an exchange rate of 1,400. 455,000 times 1,400. Let's calculate his money. This man is making a lot too. 637 million naira. Okay, let's divide it into two because they gave us an estimate of 155 to 450. So let's just say he's making $200,000. $200,000 on a monthly basis. $200,000 times 1,400. Though the current exchange rate, the last I checked, is 145. So 280 million naira from what? From content creation. A lot of Nigerians are leaving money on the table from content creation. And this is just Patrick David. Let's talk about, and why is that so? That is because he's serving the US niche. That's because he's serving what? He's serving the US niche. So if your most of the videos is watched by European, if most of your videos is watched by Nigerian as a content creator, or you're creating content, there's a little to what you earn, because they believe the purchasing power of Nigerians are lesser compared to those people who live in the diaspora. Do you get it? So of these things have as different distance. So let me quickly let me check other. Let me show you news website, Nigerian news companies like these day, no, let me not use this day, like Arise TV channels and the likes. So let's see how much they make by providing you some of these popular or the latest news. Most of these platform, they win by trending news, and then they are always posting breaking news, even the current breaking news that is the US president to Nigeria. All these news sites are pushing it out because these are news that is arousing people's fear, people's interest. People are agitated, and so by that, people will want to watch this news. And when you watch this news or this content, you are giving money to the content creator. Person is working for it. So let me show you, and let me share the screen. Good. Let me share you this screen. So sometimes when you see some of this news outside, most of them are uh, most of them are basically pushing out content that will generate views. Do you get it? Look at Arise TV. Arise TV, I talk about diplomatic spat between Nigeria and US worsen. So most of this news that they will publish, just a second. Most of the news that will be that will be coming out right now, uh, will be, just a second. Okay. I wanted to quickly attend to something. Great. Most of the news that will be published right now will be what will be news that is arousing people's interest. Now let's take a look at Arise TV news. Okay, but what I want to let you know is, look at these platforms create content, for crying out loud. On a daily basis, they can post over 20 different contents. See, 15 minutes ago, 51 minutes ago, 53 minutes ago, 55 minutes ago. With the last 55 minutes, they have posted 4 content. 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, they posted another 4. That's 8. 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours. That's 12 in the last 3 hours. In the last 6 hours, they have posted another one, that's 16. In the last 9 hours, they posted another one, that's 20. In the last 12 hours, they posted 24. In the last 15 hours, they posted 28. And then, because these are news that is related to pain, related to trend, related to interest of a number of people will watch them. So this is an example. Of course, there are various things you can create content on. Let's look at what they are prone to earning. From $35,000 to $133K. This is Arise TV news. Let's quickly check channels. Channels TV. Channels TV is even live currently. Channels TV, because Channels TV is earning 52,000 to 155K. And these are just the news sites. How about we talk about creating content? This movie content people, they make a lot of money. Let me quickly check the popular content platform that is trending now. Then I just quickly talk in 5 minutes on content creation, the other parts of digital businesses, and then we start to plan to wrap up. So let me go for on Money Oboli TV. Now, Money Oboli TV is one of the um, websites, platform that makes money on YouTube. Look at its estimated earning: 56,000 dollars to $167,000 on a monthly basis. So let's just pick an average of $100,000. Someone closing 100,000. Let's do a calculation for you so that you can let's calculate his money, our money rather. So we have 100. Let's help her calculate our money. 100,000 times 150. Let's see how much it's like. Can you see that? It's almost 145 million on a monthly basis. 145 million. So, um, content creation is one of the businesses that can help you make money in 2026. And the opportunity is much more in 2026 because there will be a lot of things to talk about. There'll be a lot of things to talk about. And other digital businesses that you may want to consider moving out of creating content, you can begin to consider investing in global businesses, buying dollars and investing online in global business. And some of the platforms that can help you uh, invest in US stocks. You can invest in US stocks. I advise people to invest in US stocks. If you want to invest in stocks, in Nigerian stock market should be you are investing because you want to keep money there so that when you need it, you can take it out. Instead of you investing, putting your money in the bank, you put it in the Nigerian stock exchange. Then when you need it, you can take your money out. That way it would have amassed some interest. But over a long period of time, for me, I would say that you should invest in global stocks. Or if you must invest in Nigerian stock, invest in private equity stock, not public stocks. Now, what are private equity stocks? Private equity are investing in ownership of a growing company privately. And then when the company grows, when you're looking at a long-term investment, when the company grows, you make more money there. You get it because you are the owner of the company. And then you can also make money from um, profit end in the organization. These are some of the things that I want to do in 2026. Our organization is going to be owning some stake in some companies, and then we share in their profits. So, because this way, if they later become quoted on this Nigerian stock exchange, that is where you make a lot of money. This is what the Dangotes and Otedolas and Tony Elumelu are doing. If you look at Dangote refinery, when Aliko Dangote is talking about quoting it on the public stock exchange, the news in Arise TV and other channels, you can see you can see their investors. Thank you. Somebody just said, Mr. Paul, I followed your advice about opening YouTube channel now, and I earn money every month from it. Wow, I'm so glad. You meet with financial problem, one way or the other, you make money. People are doing what are making money online. So going back into, thank you so much, Wealth Creation. I'd like you to introduce yourself. What's your name? And then where are you watching from? And then we'll get to know you better. And so going back to investing in private equity, where they cash out more is pushing it on the stock exchange, trading it on the public trade on the stock exchange, and then the public will buy into it. A smart investor is somebody that has bought into a company before it's traded on the stock exchange. So some of these companies, Take for instance some of these financial institutions or digital banks. They go to what? They go to US or NASDAQ and quotes on the US stock exchange, on their stock exchange. Take for instance Money Point. I think I saw news on Money Point raising a lot of money in the US. So you as a smart investor, you don't only buy public when you are investing in public traded company. You milk the best when you invest the day or the week they are quoted. But that you are buying UBA Bank, Zenith Bank now, you make money, but the money will not be very material. Even if you make more money over a long period of time, inflation has eaten it. But where you make money is when, take for instance, when MTN just got quoted on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The founder of Diamond Bank, which is Pascal Dozier, after he sold Diamond Bank to Access Bank, even though they told us it's merger, I know it is acquisition. Most of the money has gone into MTN. And then when MTN was quoted on the stock exchange, they were the first set of people that invested in MTN, and they are cashing out very big. So investing in stock market long after they are quoted, you make money, but cannot be as sweet as those people that invested very early. Just went, take for instance, when Facebook got quoted on the US stock exchange. People that made money made a lot of money. But people that made more money are the people that buy into the equity stake, meaning before they went public, did you own a shares in them? Some of them could be 10 million share capital or one. When you're incorporating a company, you hear 1 million share capital, and they will say, who are the directors? How many percentage? 99. Maybe some people will put themselves as 100% ownership. Some put themselves as 70%, and their wife as 30%. You see, companies like these also incorporates like this. So they have various directors. Maybe 70% or 80% goes to the CEO, 10% goes to the co-founder, so percent goes to this person. Before this company quotes on the US stock exchange or the public traded market, they also open out private equity purchase. Now, it is the sweetest investment you can do when the company is viable and then when they later get quoted on the stock exchange. Do you get it? So this is something you can do. There are various online businesses that can help you make money, or digital businesses. Either you can, I don't preach people investing in crypto because of the fluctuation. I believe in slow and steady. I've made money from crypto and I've lost a lot of money from crypto. But then after I lost a lot of money from crypto 4 years ago, I focused on my attention on real estate. And then I made money through real estate. And then I'm still making money through real estate. And then we diversified into agriculture. I still make money through online business. So there are various online businesses that can help you make money. All you want to do in 2025 is to, number one, identify what is your target. 2 billion. What investment vehicle do you want to use to achieve that target? Real estate. Okay, I want to earn 1 billion as an instance. Okay, real estate. Do I want to sell houses, or I want to sell land, or I want to market? So your target determines the approach you use. After identifying your target, you want to identify your investment vehicle. Whether you want to invest, you want to use real estate, food business, digital business, or other forms of businesses that can help you make money. So I've talked about data businesses, go global, invest in what's it called? Invest in digital businesses globally, fintechs. You can buy their stocks and shares, and this can also help you make money. Um, then another thing you must begin to look out for before 2026, depending on the investment line you are choosing, is who are the people that can help me achieve this? Who are the network that I need that to help me achieve this? And what are the things I need to learn for me to achieve this money target? A lot of youths, they don't update their knowledge in terms of finance. We search for the latest trending news and the likes, but we are not updating our knowledge in terms of finance. How updated are you? Is it the information you knew 5 years ago or 4 years ago that you are still using now? There's one of my persons, people that I say, have you read this? Have you read this book? Have you read this book? Say, is it not the same thing that they are teaching? Or this finance book? Say, have you read Money Master the Game, Paul? Is it not all this how to save, how to? And I'll just smile in my heart and say, well, your account balance is an equivalent of your financial knowledge and the action you take. Your account balance is equivalent to your financial knowledge and the account and the actions you take. You have a knowledge. Number one, do you have the right knowledge? I want us to be sending in our questions now, because after 10 minutes, I'm going to end this section and then answer question. Do you have the right knowledge? Number two, do you have an updated knowledge? And number three, if you have an updated knowledge, what actions do you take? 1,000 intention with zero action is a recipe for poverty. If you like, be the most knowledgeable and you are analyzing without taking action. In business, they call that analysis paralysis. You're always analyzing. Oh, don't be perfect to venture into. I'm not a perfectionist. I will start and then become perfect in the process. And so, what knowledge do you need for you to? Because the knowledge you have that helped you make 1 million is not the same knowledge and system that will help you make 10 million. Is it not the same? It's not the same knowledge and system that will help you make 100 million. In 2024, I was in a cycle of a particular frame of million. I was making millions in 2024, but there's a frame that I look at and like, I don't pass this frame. What's going on? I need to move. Then what I did was that I set a target for 2025. This is the money I want to eat. Even though I've not hit the target, the year is not ended yet, but target is in billion though. But at least I've gotten to some extent. And then I devised a strategy different from the strategy that I was using to earn those millions in 2024. And then I was shocked by April of this year. I was looking at my account. I'm like, hey, am I the one that this money is sitting in his account like this? I was proud of myself. I was in Qatar, and then I looked at my account. I'm like, wake up, wake up, wake up. Is this you? And that made me realize that result, what I'm teaching is exactly what I did in 2024. Determine my target, determine the product, the vehicle, and determine the system. That result started from 2024, Q4, October, November, December. 2025, 2026 target is there. I'm preparing the same kind of system for 2026. This is my target. This is my vehicle. And this is my system. What other updated knowledge do I now? I'm looking forward to this. There's someone I'm trying to employ. And that person I'm trying to employ, in fact, it is two persons. One, it will put one of my subsidiary business, the other one, another subsidiary. And the target is for 2026. I'm already employing them now. I sent them JD, job description, and the whole employment document to review before I move them to our HR. So review, evaluate, then I move you to once you accept, the HR takes it up with you. The employment is going on now for 2026 results. So this is not this is things that is going on in other companies. They are ready for 2026. They are ready for 2027. Dangote is ready for 2026. So update your knowledge. I can help you achieve that milestone. Now, so some of us asking a question: how do you subscribe? Good. I was talking about. Thank you so much, Silas Nwubonu. Nwubonu. I hope I got it right. How do you subscribe to private equity? Which organization regulates sales of private equity? Very good. Your question is a very intelligent question, a very wise question, and very smart question, because I've buttressed the fact that private equity is one of the best investment. Let me reiterate myself because of some of us journey. Dangote has announced that his stock is going to be traded on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. It's going to increase production, that's Dangote Refinery, production from 650 barrels to 1.4 million. When he was announcing it, Femi Otodola was on the table when he was announcing it to the press. And then one Indian man too was on the table. I don't know his name. They are waiting to cash out, bro. They have invested several millions. The cashing out is when they are quoted on the stock exchange, because millions of people are going to buy, or thousands of people are going to buy. It increases the valuation. Their percentage holdings increases. And so while people are investing, they are liquidating. While people are investing, they are liquidating part of their investment. Maybe they've invested over 500 million or 1 billion and has gotten it to the level it is. Prepare a valuation, put it on the market, and they got over 10 billion or 20 billion or 30 or 100 billion worth of investment. They will offset some. Of course, they know they want to control ownership of the company. They won't offset everything, of course, but they will offset some to collect back the money they invested, or part of the money they invested, just to treat themselves well. So their position is a private equity investment. As soon as it gets traded on the public market, it becomes a publicly traded equity. That way, you make money if you invest instantly, but you don't make money as much as the private equity. And even though as you invest instantly, you make a lot of money over the period of time. But you see people that now come investing after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and they say they are trading stocks, they will not make as much as those who purchase immediately when they are being traded on the public market, maybe first 1 month, because the stock is still lesser. The performance of the company now increase the value of the stock. So you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying you should not invest in stock after a long period of time that has been quoted, like Zenith Bank and the likes of these companies being quoted, but there are different benefits, different profits. Of course, early investor will make money than someone who invested later. So the question here right now is, how do I invest in private equity and which company? Now look at the industry of the company you are investing in. Is it a financial institution? Is it a financial institution? Is it a food industry? If it's a financial institution, what kind of finance, what kind of category of financial institution are they? Do you get it? And then if it is a food company, what kind of food business are they invested into? Now, some of these people, if it's a financial institution, some of them are regulated by SEC, Security Exchange Commission. Do you get it? Most of the financial institutions are regulated by SEC. And then you also, before you invest in some of these equity companies, you want to look at their corporate structure. You want to look at their board. Do they have strong corporate structure? Some companies, or look at their CEO. Is their CEO a driven CEO? Is he a well-driven CEO? Someone like me, oh my God. Someone like Elon Musk. Elon Musk shareholder have announced to give him 1 trillion naira, $1 trillion. Let's go to let me quickly bring it out. We live in a digital world, and this is because they believe in the capacity of Elon Musk. Elon Musk 1 trillion. Elon Musk, just a second, $1 trillion. I want to show you. Good. Okay, let me share the screen. Elon Musk shareholders approved Elon Musk's potential 1 trillion compensation deal. Tesla shareholders to vote on Elon Musk's 1 trillion pay package. Tesla shareholder approved Elon Musk's pay package that could be worth up to 1 trillion. So they are approving Elon Musk's package to reach 1 trillion, and then they gave him a target. I'm going to give you 1 trillion if you move Tesla to the valuation of so number of trillion. They believed in him and then they offered him that. So, as an investor trying to invest in equity investment, you have to look at the CEO, the person leading, and look at his track record. Apart from the books, the books may be interesting, may be packaged. You may also need to review the books, review the equity ratios. In 2022, what are the financial ratios? What did they do? 2023, 2024, what has been the growth? Compare it. Now, sometimes following the CEO over time and seeing the track record will help you have a glimpse into the fact that this company is a company growing and is ready to boom in a long period of time. Do you get it? And it's high time you invest before it goes there. Do you get it? And depending on the amount you invest, if the company begins to declare profits, take for instance, Jeff Bezos of Amazon never declared profit until, let's say, after 5 6 years, was investing a lot of money. So equity investment is a long-term investment game. All these things outside 5 years, 6 years, just invest, close your eyes, and then after a long period of time, you make money. So depending on the which organization regulates sales of English, organization does not really regulate sales of equity because it's a privately owned. Companies tends to present these to potential investor for purchase. Do you get it? And sometimes some of these tech companies go to the diaspora nation, or let's say European nation, Silicon Valley, UK, US, to raise private equity. So no organization regulates it. So all you need to do is to companies that you have interest in or you love them, you now begin to reach out or search for news that is talking about them being open for equity. There was a time my company NTCT Limited, we opened equity, we increased from 1 million share capital to 100 million share capital, and then we opened equity. And then a number of people keyed in, and then it was closed. Now, Zenith City Foods, which is also a food company, which I have a vision of later putting it on the stock exchange, may open up equity purchase. What we've done recently, we've been able to cultivate over 10. We've done our first, okay, I think I posted it in our community, cultivated our first cycle of maize. Every product is turning to a final product. We're not selling raw products, we are packaging it to 10x or 5x or 3x. So we started with maize and cassava. We are making cassava flakes, which is gari. We're also making maize flour, and we're also making the another kind of flour. That's the flour involves mixing of cassava and maize flour and mix them together, and you get a particular flour, and then package it and then get a distribution arm to distribute. Then later, what we want to do is food processing. We call it Zenith City Food. We don't call it Zenith City Farm. It's a food company. So sometimes you may look out for companies that are doing well, and then you want to do what you want to partner with them. You see, some of these companies, small companies, are really making massive impact. And if they see someone who believe in them and then pumping money into their business, they will grow faster. Because some of the problem of Nigerian businesses is access to capital. The bank is not going to give the person that need the money the most. The bank is going to give the person that know how to collect money from bank. Those are the people bank are going to give money to, and people that their business are already doing well. And people that need money, like, is on their neck, like, once I get this 10 million or 5 million or 20 million or 50 million, boom, 10x results. They are not going to get money from the bank. So these are businesses you want to look out for, and then invest in a track record company, and then that you believe in their CEO results, and then you can move over time. So we've been able to mention a number of things. I don't know if we have other questions while I wrap up. If you have not joined a community, in case you are new here, you might want to consider joining a WhatsApp community. The link will be in the comment section. At the end of this section, I'm going to put the link, pin it in the comment section, so that you can join and then get updates. Like I said, everything I'm teaching is some of the things I'm doing, and then I try as much as possible. It's not even I try as much as possible. We are commencing something new now, and then it's going to be massive. I want us to please encourage financial power, and then when we post some of these contents, which is going to be basically business economic finance updates, and how it affects your finance. It's going to be coming up every Tuesday and Thursday. So I used to do this like 3 years ago from Rave TV. Rave TV used to invite me on their platform, analyze the economy, analyze policy, analyze news and business. And then after a while, I haven't been on their show for like, I can't count, maybe more than 30 times. I just was like, hey, let me focus on my business and then grow my business. And then I had to reduce the number of time I'm on their platform. And so now I'm now bringing them on my own platform, Financial Port TV, and then we're going to bring that in. Uh, Pretty much what I am sharing is what I am doing. So, and that is what I'm replicating from this year to next year. So we're going to be bringing a lot of trending business, finance, economic news, and analysis. We're going to bring in experts that is going to be analyzing alongside with me, so you know what to do with your funds. Should you how to invest your money? Should you, if you have 100 million, how much should go on fixed asset investment? How much should go on liquid investment? How much should go on um, long term and short term? Do you get it? Looking at the current economic situation with department of businesses and various business you can actually invest in Nigeria. Is it transportation? Transportation is a good business that you can invest in Nigeria. And so what I'll be doing is that I'll be taking my time. Maybe every Friday I'll talk about one business model, maybe transportation, and then people who want to invest in it may take the information and then invest on their own, or if there is any opportunity for group investment monitored by someone and guaranteed return, then we can pitch that. But if that is not available, we can just pitch the investment opportunity, how you can start small with one vehicle, because transportation business in 2026 also is probably going to make a lot of money. You can start with a Sienna vehicle, and then it goes interstate. Some of these vehicles in 1 week, in 1 month, can generate you some hundreds of thousands of naira. And sometimes you don't even need to manage it yourself. Just give it to partner with a company, and then you do what, you start earning cash flow. All they need to do is to take the vehicle, use it, service it, and then pay you at the end of the month. So different businesses that will be coming up with every Friday night business school is going to be very, very consistent now. I actually wasn't consistent on a monthly basis because of some things. Is a lot juggling around over 4 businesses, and you have up to 20 staffs. So some people don't know what financial Power is doing underneath. Like sometimes I sit down and look at myself and say, how do I have time to do all these things? We have over 20 staffs in my payroll. 20, not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, no. 20 staffs under Zenith City Foods, Zenith City, and then Zenith City, Zenith City Foods, and then the Financial Power brand. So sometimes it can be overwhelming, but the YouTube is my baby, is my brand, and so I must not leave Financial Power personal brand, even though I'm building businesses around. So Mr. Silas said, brilliant, well guided. I'm targeting all palm companies. Very good, very good, very good. Mr. Silas is a very good one. Just like I said, you can target all palm companies. Open business is also a very good business model. The only that can help people make money after a long period of time, maybe let's say 4 years. In fact, there is a company that has been quoted on the stock exchange and is doing massively well in the oil palm business. So, but one thing, like I said, you need to check, know the CEO's track record, because the head is one of the importance. Is it driven by result and growth, or is driven by profit or cash flow? Do you get it? What has been, check the statements of the company, check their financial statement in terms of 2022. Is there increase in their profitability, financial ratios and non-financial, various financial ratio, earning ratio, EBITDA, gross profit margin. I don't know, but just ensure that you get what is it called, a finance person to check all those major ratios, and then it's okay. This company, last 3 years, their revenue was 10 million. Now, last 2 years, their revenue was 50 million. Now, last year, their revenue is 100 million. You have seen a track record. It is their books that will tell you who to invest, not by talk. Send me your books, last 3 years, review their asset base, review their sales, review their loans, review their profit. Some of them may not make profit, but you are seeing revenue growing and they are expanding the more. So those are the things that will guide you. Do we have any other question? If you have any other question, if you don't have any other question, I want us to call it a day, and then we will be ready to move. Don't forget, every Friday, please ensure you, once we go live, send the link to what's it called, to your people, let them join. It can also be of great benefit to them, and then you can make money with informations that I'll be sharing. Also, don't forget our Tuesdays and Thursdays analysis. I'm coming up with Cindy. Cindy is one of my friends from Rave TV. Then we're going to be doing a lot of business and economic analysis on Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You'll be seeing back to back posts, just like valuetainment. I'm bringing in valuetainment concept of financial positive channel. Business analysis, economic analysis, reacting to some of these gurus financial advices which may not be true, like the recent advice from Dangote saying people to sell off their dollar. I don't know if I posted it on my community, telling people don't sell your dollar. So that is just a marketing tactic from our gurus, so that they can make money from the being quoted on the stock exchange. So a number of reactions that we're going to be having, billionaire reactions, and then putting it on the table for you to make a decision on. So it's a it's going to be a very, very impactful sections with my co-hosts, and then we'll be posting them on a daily basis. Thank you so much, guys. I love you. Since we don't have any question, I don't want to go on a short break again, because thank you so much. Wealth Creation, Mr. Ifine from Benin City. Thanks for joining, and also thank you so much, Mr. Silas Onwugbonu, and every other person that's been at the behind the scene watching. Do have a great day, and also don't forget to subscribe on this YouTube channel. Help us to grow. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.